afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again. Oh my gosh. Welcome once again to a midweek meditation. Thank you for joining us today. First, let me say Happy Women's History Month to all you phenomenal women out there. What you do is so incredible on a daily basis. So much so, I just had a wonderful conversation with Liz Martin, who's working with me on this presentation. And she just filled me up with so much. In fact, what I was thinking about talking about today, she just confirmed for me and even took it to another level. As we prepare for spring break and just taking a rest from all that we're doing, there's some things that I just want you to consider today. We're right in the midst of so many of our holy days, our religious holidays, and we just want to make sure we kind of use that as part of our, what Liz would say, our practice, and not so much about the discipline of the holidays, discipline of the rituals, or the discipline of our spiritual, I said practice, Liz. So students had a wonderful conversation about this in one of the IRC meetings this week, and we're just going to use that today as part of our meditation. I want to encourage you today, even as I am celebrating Ash Wednesday today. There are other holidays going on. We're in the midst of Ramadan. And there's several others that will take place. I'm not going to mention those at the moment, but I do want to take some time while this slide is up and I'm celebrating women, just to pause and think about all of the voices, the presence, the influence that women have on us on the daily. Think about my mother. Think about even my daughter, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. I have an aunt celebrating her birthday on the 9th. My mom will celebrate her birthday on the 11th. Oh, man. And I just think about the phenomenal women that have been in my life, from pastors, wives, directors, colleagues, even those that I don't know personally that have such a prominent voice in all that we do and what we're saying and the way that we are formed. The voices. It's something about the voice of a woman, of a strong woman, the wisdom, the power, insight, and just the ability to be able to persevere even when others may not be listening. Let me say, you are still being heard. So I celebrate you today. We celebrate you today for all that you do. In our prayers, that you continue to endure, that you continue to be present, that you continue to be a force. Because there's nothing we can do or be without you. Let's go to the next slide, Liz. So, we encourage you once again to step away. You may not be celebrating some of the religious holidays that are taking place this month, but guess what? You have an opportunity to still rely upon your spiritual practice. We're not going to use discipline today because sometimes words have a negative meaning for some people when you say discipline. We're going to talk about practice. What are you doing help you make it through what we're going through now. Is it prayer? Is it reading? Is it meditation? Is it just being still and quiet, focusing on your breathing? And I like what Liz said, a student mentioned. Is it your video game? Oh, there's all sorts of ways to practice what you believe. And is it allowing you to be better as a result of it? We have prayer, we have fasting, even fellowship. Because honestly, before we got on here today, my whole idea was to talk about spiritual discipline, ritual, those things that allow us to draw closer. And as Liz mentioned, Lent is not about just getting rid of things that will cause you, things we take for granted sometimes. We just do it for the sake of us, but really it's for the sake of us creating space. In my tradition, to grow closer to God. Others, it may be just to create space, to listen, to draw closer, to draw near, to be better, to be healed. What are you doing? So many of the students have midterms. So many of us are busy at work. We're trying to make our claim, to show that we're needed. But you know what? You just have to believe today that you are where you are on purpose, with intention to fulfill a purpose. Okay, so we're gonna make this real short today. Okay, let's meditate for a moment. However that looks for you, whether it be seated, whether it be standing, whether it's walking. Assume the position. And let's breathe. Let's breathe again. Let's breathe again. There's a scripture that says, "My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me." Again, it's making room. Can you hear? Breathe, exhale. Can you hear? We remove the clutter. We remove the clamoring. We remove the noise to make room. Let's go to the next slide, Liz. Find a way, find a space. We're using the same slides, I don't know if you noticed, from last week. We just wanted to see if you recognize that, because we wanted to come back to still away. Go into the space that will allow you to hear, to draw near, to practice with intention your spiritual practice. It works. It's been going on for years and years and centuries, and it works. What are yours today? You should write us and let us know about it. And as we get ready to come to a close, we just wanted to offer just a few moments as you prepare for spring break. So as students, make sure you spend time allowing yourself space to hear, to grow, to be in connection to. Stay connected. Intention. Practice. Somebody says practice makes perfect. Another says practice makes permanent. So your resolve today for peace is to practice with intention your spiritual responsibility. I almost said the other word, Liz. Your spiritual being. And with that, we wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Even on this cloudy day here in Georgia, it rained last night. And as you can see in this room, sometimes you have to bring your own light. Bring your own light to make your day what it ought to be with intention. Go in peace, be good to yourself and be good to others, and we will see you after spring break in a couple of weeks. You take care. Be good now. We love you.